Wagwan, what's great? Chef here, John Morris again, man, presenting to you how to make shrimp scampi with spaghetti. And the spaghetti that we're using today, it's whole wheat. So you can use whatever pasta you so desire, right? But for today's video, I'm using whole wheat spaghetti. And I made a post over on my Instagram about a few days ago displaying a photo and a little video clip of my shrimp scampi served up with some garlic bread. I asked the massives what did they prefer, shrimp scampi with garlic bread or with the pasta. Majority of the people said pasta, so therefore I'm here today with this video.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
To kickstart this, we already have our shrimp and I'm using 10 large shrimp right now, and you can go ahead and use about a pound or thereabout. You know what I say? You can use 10 to 16 ounces, which is a pound, right? Over here I have already cooked my spaghettini, and they're at the al dente stage where, you know, you're gonna add them back to the heat and they're gonna cook just perfect enough. And that right there is 10 ounces of pasta. Over here now I have some parsley chopped up about a teaspoon and a half. I have 4 basil leaf, and I also have 2 ounces of white wine of your choice. You can use a white wine that you use at home to drink, that's perfectly fine. And over here we have 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, half diced white onion, 1 whole tomato, and we use the Roma tomato. Those tomatoes are normally of an egg shape and those ones are firmer, so it's better for this type of cooking. Over here I also have 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use unsalted butter because your shrimp is already flavored, right? And we also have some chili flakes, which is optional, but I like to put a little spice in the thing. And last but not least, I have here some remainder of the pasta water just to help us to get that nice consistency when we put everything in, if we need that, right? Over here we have some black pepper, of course, salt and olive oil, and those are the simple ingredients that's going to give you this delicious meal. They're already clean and deveined, but I need to just put a little thing to it. So guess what we're going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to butterfly these so that when they cook they just open up nice and beautiful, right? Just get a sharp paring knife and just go right at the back and you go right down the middle, but not too much. You just want to leave a little bit of room so it can open up like this, right? So you call that butterflying. And if you realize it looks like a butterfly with the wings, right? So that's what we're going to do for all of them. And I already went ahead and I pat dry these with some paper towel. So now that we have these nice and butterflied, we're going to go ahead and season that with some all-purpose seasoning. If you want to learn how to make your all-purpose seasoning, I also have a video out on that. You can check this link out, or you can use whatever seasoning to your liking for your fish, and you can use that on your shrimp. Many people will use salt and pepper, that's still okay, but I'm going to go in with some all-purpose seasoning, and I'm using 1 teaspoon, right? I'm just going to go in with a little drizzle of olive oil just to help me to marinate that, and just a little bit of pepper to spice up it in. Yeah, and we'll just mix that. Mix it in, mix it in. Beautifully seasoned, and we're ready to go. So our shrimp is already seasoned up. Next thing we want to make is our bruschetta. The bruschetta mix is going to be one of the main parts of this to make it nice. You know where I come from? Yes. So the first thing you have is our tomato. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to add my white onion to that. Going to add the garlic. Salt and pepper to taste. So I'm going to use about half teaspoon of black pepper and half teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Don't worry about olive oil. Olive oil is healthy, my people. Just drizzle that over and then we'll give this a mix. All right, mix that up nicely. Incorporate everything, the garlic, the oil, Salt, the pepper. It smells so great right now with all of those flavors infused. Alright, so the reason why we do this at this point, because we want this to marinate. So marinate the tomatoes with the garlic and the salt and the onion. You know what I say? Yeah. Normally you would put the basil in when you're making bruschetta if you're gonna put it on a bread, because you can have this like on a bread fresh like that. But I need to keep that nice flavor and also the color in my basil, so I'm gonna leave the basil for the last minute, right? So instead I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley right now. And then I'm gonna leave that basil for last. So mix that in. So now this is at the temperature that we need it. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We have our bruschetta made up. Shrimp is ready. Oil is nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our shrimp in. So it's important to pat dry your shrimp because oil and water does not go well. I guarantee you that. So putting these in a clockwise position so we know when to flip them once we get that nice color on them. Right? Oh my days! Anybody are gonna eat this a bless. How do you know when the shrimp is ready? About a minute to a minute and a half on each side, but it gets a bit of orange color there about. So we're gonna flip them as we said. We went in clockwise, right? So we flip that in that order. Nice little char on them. Liking it, I'm liking it. Yeah. You know why the olive oil decide to go down on one side, thing the level. Alright, so once you have everything in, we're gonna hit that now with our marinated, yes? You heard me right, bruschetta. Once you flip those over right in the center, lower that flame. And we're keeping this at medium-high heat, my people. You see how plump the shrimp them look? Haha. You see me? This smells so good. Alright? So a minute in. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna add our white wine. That's gonna just elevate the flavor even more. And this is called flambe. Flambe means to burn off. You know what I say? So burn off the alcohol and then get the flavor of the white wine in. Beautiful. If I had flames, you would see flames. Oh my days. Beautiful. At this point now, we're gonna hit that with a little bit of chili flakes. Yeah. Chili bang bang in. And I'm gonna save back some of these chili flakes. Right? And I'm gonna add the pasta because we need to reheat the pasta now. So we're gonna go in with the pasta. Beautiful. So we're going with the pasta. Beautiful. So we're reheating that pasta, my people. And immediately we're gonna add now our butter, and that's gonna give us that nice little sauce. You know what I say? Yeah. So while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead now with my basil. Yeah. You roll that up and give it some nice long strokes. Yeah. Add that basil in. So basil is in. I just want to stir that up. And we're going to turn that right off. And we put the basil in at that last minute. See? Beautiful. So what I'm going to do, just go ahead with a little bit of that pasta water. Not even about 2 tablespoons. Just to give it like a nice sauce consistency. This is beautiful. Just 2 tablespoons of that pasta water, my people. And there you have it. Quick and easy how to make your shrimp scampi with spaghettini. You know what I say? If I wowed you and you enjoyed this video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment below and give us a like to let others know that over here said the thing there, you know. We still have a few more dishes to go for March before we end this pasta series. So leave in the comment section what you'd like to see. Until next time, you know, no love for the love. Safe travel upon the gravel and go and big up Ono. You know the thing go. Boom.